Danilo. Excellent stuff from Dyson Maeda. Japan have been superb as a team, but he's been one of the real standouts on his work rate. But the way he just kept Japan up the pitch, get those free kicks, and it's great work there for Maeda. Yellow card for Danilo as well. 3 minutes in the second half, Japan take the free kick short. It's just in front of halfway here. Then inside from Junior Ito to Sano. Just halfway from Hiroki Ito. It's Nakamura back to Hiroki Ito. Suzuki across his area. Taniguchi. Suzuki again. Is it short? Sano gets away from Vinicius. Really nice balance there for Sano. Now Japan heavy touch on the ball, but they get it clear away for a throw from Tomiyasu. Get that first touch right initially. Tomiyasu caught, looked like it was for Cunha. Japan have got a free kick out of it. It's a free kick for Tomiyasu to take. Neymar is warming up on the sidelines. How the Brazil fans love him to come on and try and roll back the ears. Ball played just of halfway for Ueda to hold up. Ueda now lays it off and then cleared from the halfway line for Casemiro. Now Brazil need on the chase right inside Hendrick towards Vinicius, but over here the last ball from Hendrick. It's back with Suzuki. There's an opportunity for a dangerous through ball, but it just didn't happen. Ito now to Keito Nakamura, clips it over the top. So here's Dyson Maeda, left hand side. Maeda trying to use this pace. Marquinhos though gets himself in between Maeda and the ball, falls to Alisson to clear only as far as Daishi Kamada. So it is Japan in possession with the feet of Ritsu Doan. Doan in field to Kamada. To the centre circle. Taniguchi squares it for Tomiyasu. Just front halfway is Sano. Actually Sano again, now into his own half. Play it back to Tomiyasu. 5 minutes gone. This is second half. Brazil 0, Japan 1. Maeda, 3 yards behind halfway, squares it to Nakamura. Split towards halfway. Sharp turn for Ueda. Struggled the ball though from Bruno Guimaraes. Guimaraes now rolls it towards the left-hand side, but well right there from Tomiyasu. Brazil have it back. Vinicius can't get beyond Durham, but actually deflects back in Vinicius' favour. So Vinicius has it on the byline, hits it outside the right boot. Guimaraes doesn't have anybody on to play it forwards into, so has to go for Danilo. Guimaraes trying to get across, and he goes to the short square pass to Casemiro. And Marquinhos pushed up high in the inside right. Danilo inside to Casemiro. Space now for Gabriel, 25 yards and goal. Puts the cross in, can't find a yellow shirt. Headed away from Hiroki Ito. That will be a Brazil throw. Almost 40 yards from goal. Thrown back on halfway. Danilo to Marquinhos in the centre circle with Gabriel, left-footed. Out now to Santos. Douglas Santos. Pass goes in field to Gabriel. Back out to left-hand side. What can Vinicius do? Vinicius infield to Guimaraes. And now Vinicius, right-footed. Brazil inside right, Danilo puts the delivery. Guimaraes' header saved from Zion Suzuki. And then Hiroki Ito smacks it to safety. Great chance there for Guimaraes again. He loves doing Newcastle, waving his arms towards the fans, cheering them up as much as possible. I'll tell you what, been critical Danilo, but that was a great ball right onto the head of Bruno Guimaraes. But Suzuki pushed it away with both hands. Brazil, left wing, level with the box. Vinicius, and now Casemiro lets it run across him. Danilo, 25 yards and goal, cross towards the back stick. Head away from Doan. Heavy touch now from Ito. So Brazil have it back. Left wing with Bruno Guimaraes. Guimaraes facing away from goal, now looking out to the left. Gives it to Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. now down the left-hand side. Squeezes it across in. Poke towards goal, but it's been cleared away from Tomiyasu. The poke came from Hendrick. Tomiyasu got it clear though. So Brazil level the penalty area with Marquinhos. Squared to Gabriel. Brazil now really stepping it up, looking for that leveller. Coming up to the 53rd minute. Out to win ball from Douglas Santos. That's a good head away there from Taniguchi. Flick back to Vinicius from Santos. Vinicius plays it across the base of Gabriel. Midway in the Japan half. It's right in the centre of Marquinhos. Again, out now to the right. Let's put in the box and Ryan. Head across the base of goal. Headed for Guerrero, it's blocked. I thought we had the line, Casemiro. It was Casemiro on the head, it was blocked on the line. And now Japan over halfway. Here's Junji Ito. Inside right, towards the box. Ito's ball towards the back stick. Control from Richard Doan. Doan's cross, it's flicked away for a corner kick. So it's Casemiro's header, which is clear off the line. Douglas Santos kept it alive. Ball in from the right. Head across the base goal for Santos. Casemiro's diving header. Blocked on the line, the chest of Tomiyasu, and Suzuki pushed it away. I think it was still going in after they capped the chest of Tomiyasu, so brilliant work from Zion Suzuki to push it away. Actually, it's a goal kick to Brazil. End-to-end stuff in Houston. It's going to really open up now as Brazil have to attack. Here's Santos. Squared to Gabriel. Gabriel finds Vinicius in between Junji Ito and Shisano. So Brazil now. Right wing. Ryan. Guerrero puts the ball in the centre. It wasn't a bad ball, but no one was there. Richard Doan clears away from the box. It's a throw to Brazil. Really stepping up now. Can Japan stay resolute? Santos throw. Gabriel. It's in the attacking third here. Santos. Left wing back inside to Gabriel. Ball is stopped moment. Gabriel on his right foot, left foot, and again passing to Marquinhos. So it's now wide right with Ryan. Ryan getting to his half ball. Ryan's ball in, flicked away. Cunha was trying to meet it. It was one from Taniguchi. Vinicius now, edge of the box. Cuts it back. Inside left. Ball into his back. Goes header in. An impression from Brazil pays off. And Casemiro's header does fine. The back of the net this time. What a beat in Houston. And Ancelotti's team talk has an half worth wonders. That ball was perfect. The back stick. And Casemiro, he scored a lot of goals with his head for Manchester United this season. And he's done it here on the biggest stage of them all. To bring Brazil level. What a moment for Casemiro. Game on here in Houston. Vinicius, Clayton Field, and Gabriel. We all know he can defend well, but that was an outstanding ball from Gabriel inside left channel, spinning towards the back stick. It was too high for Guimarães. But there was his midfield veteran partner at the back post, Casemiro. Perfect header, not a chance at the impressive Zion Suzuki. So we have a real game on our hands now here in Houston. Brazil won, Japan won, and Brazil are alive. And that end absolutely exploded with the yellow shirts. Casemiro's header found the roof of the net. So Dyson Maeda get us back on the way. Brazil won, Japan won. Suzuki, who goes long towards Maeda. Header away from Danilo. Japan try and get themselves on the front foot now. They just sit back. Montreal look to take it to extra time here. 7 minutes on the clock. Level now. Square from Taniguchi. Taniguchi cross it here at Tomiyasu over halfway. Direct ball cleared up into the air. Casemiro then. Guimarães lets it bounce and Casemiro gives it away though. Now it's Maeda inside the D. He's tackled from Casemiro. Here's Ryan. Guimarães wants it. Ryan works it. Out wide Vinicius puts it through legs of Tomiyasu. Here come Brazil, Vinicius. It's the box, Vinicius. Wrong foot is man. Vinicius shot towards goal off the post. What a goal that would have been. For Brazil clear it and then whipped over the bar from the D for Cunha. And Japan survived. Oh, Vinicius, that was magic. He just didn't quite have that magic finish to put in the net. But everything else, through the legs of Tomiyasu. And then faced off Sano in the box, wrong-footed him, put him on his backside. And actually Suzuki got a fingertip onto that effort for the outside of Vinicius' right boot. So actually, Vinicius couldn't really done anymore. That is an outstanding stop from Suzuki. Suzuki passing out from the back, flip forward to Casemiro, but straight out of play for Japan throw. This is much more like it from the Seleção. Japan just got to come through. This is 10 goals now for Casemiro as well for Brazil. Japan are halfway. Quick pass in the centre circle from Junior Ito towards the left wing, held up here from Ueda. Now Doan, wrong foot his man. Doan squares in the box. Ueda can't take the shot on the turn. And then Gabriel clears off Ueda. It's back here with Alisson. Gabriel's healing the handball against Ueda. Not to be given, but with Alisson anyway. Alisson just rolls it short. Ball in for Gabriel towards Casemiro. Gabriel's got everything in his locker. He's got those headed goals, corners. Good defender. Well, maybe people say actually it's a big final in Europe in the penalty over the bar which Arsenal lost, so Brazil have a throw. It's Gabriel. Cleared it off of Junior Ito. Throw on the inside for Brazil. Taken forwards. Up there from Ueda. That's actually a push from Tomiyasu though when he made that header. Free kick for Brazil. Coming up to the hour mark here in Houston. Just a reminder, if you are watching as well as listening, make sure you are watching through your local broadcast. In fact, that was a handball against Ueda. Free kick, played short, Guimarães to Gabriel. Gabriel, over halfway, stops it in line with the centre. Forwards on left hand side to Vinicius. Vinicius trying to outside of Risadar. Filled, Guimarães. Guimarães couldn't quite pick out the run of Vinicius and infield run as well of Douglas Santos. See the idea there for Guimarães. That eye the needle pass. Just couldn't quite work though. Goalkeepers from Japan, they just desperately need to calm this down. But whatever happens for Japan, given it their all this tournament, it's for them to stay on. Here's Tomiyasu. Back three with Taniguchi. Short from Ito. Nakamura backwards here for Ito. On ball. Suzuki. Ueda, bounce over, way down. Maeda makes a run up behind. Maeda, heavy touch. And Alisson gets to it. That was a chance there for Dyson Maeda. Just that touch all wrong with his left foot. Pace is brilliant to get him behind. Warning sign there for Brazil. It is Gabriel on the ball. Going forward pass on. I think Cunha wanted it to him, but Gabriel had the space blocked off. Alisson is right foot on top of the ball. So it looks like Guimarães might be asked for it. Alisson, his clearance is blocked and then flicked away from Guimarães. Scary moment there for Alisson. Vinicius, Santos now. It's Vinicius over halfway. Inside, drag back on Santos. Vinicius, tiny feet inside left. Knocks it off to Cunha. Now Guimarães. Spin there for Bruno Guimarães away from Dyson Maeda. Square here for Danilo's inside right. Forwards on that far side for Ryan. Plays a 1-2 with Cunha. Ryan now into the box. Ryan, can he keep it? Ryan, great feet. Cuts it back in the area for Cunha. Back to Ryan. Brazil edge of the area on the far side. Ryan digs out across, but Suzuki a very comfortable catch. It's a very easy one there for Suzuki. Ryan's been much better this half for Brazil. Here's Japan. Sudan. It's back to Tomiyasu. Sano. Sano. Short for Kamada. Sano again. Tomiyasu, Japan trying to enjoy a bit of possession. Tomiyasu now. So make himself available. Tomiyasu puts it back on the D for Taniguchi. Hiroki towards halfway. Maeda. Hips in front. So Maeda in behind for Ueda. Here come Japan. Ayase Ueda. Edge of the box. Now Ayase Ueda goes for shots built from Allison, but no one around Allison. So hopefully picks it up right side of his area, but Ayase Ueda going for the shot from a tight angle. Laces of the leg boot through legs of Casemiro. Allison spilt it, but no one there to pounce. Still a pretty comfortable situation for Allison. High standards of what wanted to gather that one. Japan ready to make some substitutions. Brazil on halfway with Santos. Short in front into Vinicius. Looks the curling ball outside the right boot. Bounces off the hip of Doan. Santos takes the throw for Brazil. Neymar still warming up. It's desperate to come in this situation. It's made for him lots of questions about being included in the squad, but he has for Brazil. Vinicius inside to Gabriel. Casemiro. Slightly over 35 yards and goal. Marquinhos works it out to the far side. Ryan. Now Danilo trying to run around him. Here's Guimarães, who joins in. Guimarães looks in the middle to Gabriel. Brazil having to be patient and have everyone behind the ball. Brazil left wing with Vinicius. Plays on the outside of Doan. Now low ball in for Santos. Cleared away for Sano. Surely now the substitutions can be made. 25 minutes to go in Houston. One apiece between Brazil and Japan. So Brazil are bringing on Gabriel Martinelli. There's Mateus Cunha coming off. He's in a couple of shots this game, but a bit of a straight one for Cunha. Martinelli. That's a really good pace back, of course. A winner in England with Arsenal this season. Nakamura making way for Japan. On comes Suzuki. So Nakamura and Doan are the pair off. So it's a change of wing backs for Japan. So it is Yukinari Sugawara and Shinosuke Suzuki on the pitch for Japan. So it is Brazil. Throws taken with Marquinhos. Ryan wide right. It's Marquinhos again. Sends Casemiro. Junito just coming towards him, but it's very slow time. Ball out to halfway with Gabriel. Inside from Santos. Short pass from Martinelli. Getting his first touches on the ball. Martinelli inside left. First time for Santos. Martinelli once more. Gabriel Martinelli. Right footed. Brazil, 30 yards from goal. Forwards on the far side to Ryan. Ryan now cuts it back in the box, but running onto it is Kaishu Sano to clear it to safety for Japan. Well, Allison well outside his area. Tapped into Marquinhos. Inside the centre circle with Gabriel. Wide left to Santos. Vinicius infield. Martinelli. Now here's Bruno Guimarães. Knocks it onto his right to Danilo. Wide on the right side, Ryan. Ryan's ball in, headed away. Yeah, from Danilo. Cushion nod backwards to Gabriel from Casemiro. Gabriel. Half turn is Martinelli. All the outside of his right boot, held up here in the middle for Vinicius. Playing off here for Santos, who moves to central position. Now Casemiro looks over the top. It's a flick away though for Tomiyasu. And then smashed away. It's the Brazil half and Sugawara. Japan are having to dig really deep here in Houston. just a reminder, if you are watching as well as listening, sure you are watching through your local broadcast. Was there just a shove there? Tomiyasu and Hendrik would have been soft. I think Hendrik may have been offside anyway. I'm not sure there was much in that. So, now having the hydration break. There's one apiece here in Houston. Japan through Taishu Sano in the first half. Casemiro equalising in the second half. It's much better from Brazil. Really stepped up the tempo in the second half and Ryan into the game more. Casemiro is dictating things really well. Vinicius looking more electric, and even the fullbacks of Brazil, who the real weak spots of the side, I think they're gaining a bit more confidence now. This game's going on, but Japan, they've just got to stay in their shape. They need to have those counter-attacking threats. Ayase Ueda's got a great touch up front. He can link up with Maeda, who's got that pace. And Junito has struggled a bit this second half. I'll tell you what though, Casemiro could have had a double headers going to the back of the net. Tomiyasu, just for Casemiro, scored his equaliser. Locked Casemiro's diving header off the line with his chest. He's been a big threat this half. Casemiro, again, a veteran in this side and an absolute winner. 10 goals now for the Seleção for Casemiro. Achievement for him. Carlo Ancelotti with some words of wisdom to his players on the sidelines. Change of wing-backs for Jime Moriyasu. Going. I just think it's absolutely massive that Vinicius Jr. is getting more into this game, and had his shot on the outside of his sort of a toe poke, actually looking at it again for Vinicius. Tipped onto the post though from Suzuki, who's been a breath of fresh air for Japan this tournament in between the sticks. Again, real good presence, and top says Zion Suzuki. Again, manager just with his tactics ball. Carlo Ancelotti has a doubt as well. Some fresh instructions to both sets of players. So set up perfectly. The remaining 20 minutes. Second game, round of 32 this tournament. In South Africa, Canada was not the greatest against last night, but it did have a late winner for Canada, and this one have a late winner. So hydration break, which always gets a chorus of boos from set supporters from every country this tournament. It's now concluded, and we are ready to get back underway. So can we find a winner in the 90? So Brazil get it underway, playing it across the back. To Gabriel. Santos. Square to Gabriel. Gabriel, Martinelli is on the pitch as well, and he's looked a live wire in the few minutes he's been on. But partnering Hendrik up top. So here's Vinicius Jr. Santos making slow movement around the back of him now. Vinicius pass cut out, and Junito trying to stay on his feet. It was surely tripped up from Martinelli. Referee has given a free kick in favour of Japan. Martinelli not happy. It's a clear shove from Martinelli to the back of Ito. Ito though, trying to be honest and stay on his feet, but referee gave a free kick in. Here's Japan now. It's Suzuki wide left, playing back midfield to Kamada. So Suzuki's on the pitch now. One at goal, one at left wing back. Side. Junior Ito, poor pass there from Sano. Square into the feet of Casemiro by Santos. So it is Brazil on the ball here with Danilo. Infield to Guimarães. Guimarães flips it just over halfway. Nice first touch from Ryan. Guimarães almost got each other. It almost got his way in the centre circle. Ryan now lays it out to left-hand side. Vinicius cuts there. Vinicius goes the pass, the outside was right boot, but can't find Hendrik. Cleared away Suzuki. Only as far as Casemiro. Right foot on top of the ball. Inside left with Santos, just over 30 yards from the target. Martinelli. And that's backwards here for Gabriel. Squared to Marquinhos. Wide right with Ryan. Just to go for the option behind him with Danilo. Guimaraes out to Ryan. Guimaraes makes an advance and run, but Ryan back to Danilo. Guimaraes calling for the ball, but it goes right in the centre to Gabriel. Now wide left with Vinicius Jr. Vinicius, 2 men around him. Inside to Gabriel. Gabriel, ball towards the back post, header wide. They take deflection. It was Ryan who met it with his head. It did. Corner kick. Gabriel is so deadly. Picking up that half space on the left edge of the box. Another dangerous ball towards the back post. Exactly how Casemiro got the equaliser. It was Ryan with the header this time. Blocked with the back of Junosuke Suzuki. It's a corner for the Seleção. Wide right. Can they turn this game on its head? Bruno Guimaraes to deliver. Guimaraes corner, that's an awful corner for Guimaraes. And headed away so comfortably. It's not the first time he hasn't been his first man today. Junior Ito, the simple header, and Guimaraes' teammates certainly aren't happy with that delivery from him. Brazil have it in the centre circle with Gabriel. Gabriel, 35 yards and goal. Cross to Marquinhos in the Japan half. Marquinhos now wide to Ryan. Puts it. It's the feet of Danilo. Marquinhos in the centre circle. Gabriel. Gabriel now out to Vinicius Jr. Yeah, back inside to Gabriel. Gabriel left-footed. Now here's Marquinhos. Inside left is Martinelli. Just under 25 yards and goal. Martinelli whips into the box, takes deflection and headed away from the deep by Maeda. Again, Japan sitting very deep, unsurprisingly. Marquinhos to Martinelli. Quarter of an hour to go here in Houston. One apiece between Brazil and Japan. Here's Gabriel. Defeating Marquinhos. Brazil midway in the Japan half. Danilo back to Marquinhos. Forwards with Danilo. Cushions it back with Guimaraes, who's 3 or 4 yards in front of halfway. Bruno Guimaraes. Centre circle with Marquinhos. Backwards here for Gabriel. Just a reminder, if you are watching as well as listening, make sure you are watching through your local broadcaster. Brazil have it in the centre circle with Bruno Guimaraes. Guimaraes just taps it back to Marquinhos. Have an option on Guimaraes now. It's on halfway with Santos. Good press in from Junior Ito. First time for Casemiro. Finds Vinicius Jr. Now through the middle. Held up here from Endrick. Lifts it forwards too high though for Martinelli. Just bounces back to Zan Suzuki. Just take his time here. Japan. I imagine Suzuki will throw this one towards the inside right. Head on from Sugawara. Brazil get it back on halfway. Junior Ito beats the punch at Casemiro. Being the real mainstay. Brazil's improvement in this second half. It's just laid off for Casemiro to Marquinhos. Pass rolled over halfway to the feet of Danilo. Inside to Guimaraes on the halfway line. Backwards here for Gabriel. Gabriel carries it over halfway. Then wide left with Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. looking for options. Vinicius do it. Wide left now to Martinelli. Down the line to Santos. Can he get a ball in? Santos. One touch for his left, then goes to the outswinger, headed away from near post of Tomiyasu. Taken on the chest for his option number Martinelli. And on the bounce, he let fly right-footed, but couldn't find the target. Decent opportunity for Gabriel Martinelli. Controlled it on his chest, it bounced, hit it outside of the right boot. That was always heading away on Suzuki's left-hand post. So a couple of substitutions for Japan. Altanaka leads to come on midfield. Also Shuto Machino on as well. So it looks to be to have had 2 substitutions to Japan. Wing backs, and now is Ito off the pitch, and with Daishi Kamada as well. Shino Tanaka on. Suzuki goes long. From the back, the Japan goalkeeper flicked behind him for Gabriel. Casemiro in between the two centre-backs. Marquinhos being pressed in from Maeda. And now Dilo closed down really well from Suzuki. Right there from Shinosuke Suzuki. Now Japan can try and push themselves up the pitch. Throw here. All Brazil to take. Danilo. Casemiro in close proximity. Casemiro sliced it up into the air. Header back towards the box from Sano of Japan. Then a calm header back from Casemiro to Alisson. Overarm throw towards the left-hand side. Santos chops infield away from Tanaka. It's a long ball for Casemiro, looking for the run of Hendrick, and just shrugged away from the ball. From Shinosuke Suzuki. Now Zion Suzuki gives it to his fellow Suzuki inside. First touch foul Tanaka. Japan box it with it. Hiroki Ito. Suzuki. Middle back three with Taniguchi. Taniguchi now to Ito. Turn Suzuki's pass on Maeda, cleared. Pause and Dilo. Play. Head of Hiroki Ito. Halfway with Casemiro. It's a pretty pass on the inside right to find Ryan for Danilo, but Ryan miscontrols the second touch now. Tanaka, he concedes possession. Brazil, far side, again, Japan win it back through Suzuki. Maeda, behind him to Shinosuke Suzuki. Japan's contact for Ryan, do for Japan. Throw to take. Left-hand side, won't be in a huge rush to take this Japan. They'll be more than happy to take this to extra time. And take the short throw now. Hiroki Ito, left side of the Japan area. Well, Zion Suzuki. It's the feet of Tomiyasu, bring it out from the back line, looks towards the centre circle. His first time pass there, but too heavy. In the end, it was a first time pass from Ueda. Brazil into the centre circle. Marquinhos, right foot on top of the ball. 10 minutes remaining here in Houston. Level of one apiece, team Brazil and Japan. Nila to Guimarães. Play it backwards to Marquinhos. Square to Gabriel. Gabriel walks over halfway. Brazil inside left for Martinelli, facing away from goal. Is it to his teammate, international teammate Gabriel. Vinicius trying to get between two players, but tackle one there. And Sugawara dinks it towards the halfway line. Ueda's the only player close to it. Brazil to get back on the ball with Marquinhos. Gabriel walks over halfway. Marquinhos in the centre. Marquinhos looking for options, just has to go square to Gabriel. Gabriel just over 35 yards and goal. Brazil inside left with Vinicius. Going down the left-hand side, Vinicius trying to get the box, but Sugawara heals it away on his far. Santos, out to win, ball comes in. It's flicked away from Suzuki. Now Brazil have it just in front of the centre circle with Marquinhos given to him from Danilo. Brazil inside left, play backwards to Gabriel. Gabriel gets the cross in the area, but diving head away there from Taniguchi. And it is Brazil having to go backwards to Marquinhos. Japan have pinned back with Martinelli. Central position, 35 yards out. Now goes wide on that near side to Santos. Vinicius Junior goes to the ping towards the right-hand side. Trapped on the chest of Danilo. Behind him to Marquinhos. It is Danilo again, infield to Bruno Guimarães. Taps it into the feet of Marquinhos. Guimarães looking a bit tired. I wonder if Ancelotti might bring him off. So it's a ball given out to the left-hand side. It's gone and field from Danilo to Martinelli. Cross comes in and it goes in between Hendrick and Ryan. And it was a dangerous looking cross initially. Martinelli, but just went in between the two forwards at the back stick. 7.5 minutes remaining here in Houston. Brazil 1, Japan 1. Can't find that winning goal. Go into extra time. Long ball towards Ueda. Guida usually has a good first touch, but couldn't trap that one the way he's intending to. It's back here with Allison. Casemiro. Just moved along to Danilo. Now Marquinhos. Gabriel, level with the sensor. Gabriel, over halfway. Touches with his left foot. Send circle here for Marquinhos. Looks now wide right. Nice touch from Ryan. And now here comes Brazil down the right side. Surely there was a foul there on the edge of the box from Shunnosuke Suzuki. That was indeed the case. And it was very dangerous there for Brazil. Ryan, really nice layoff. It was Danilo striding forwards from fullback. And Shunnosuke Suzuki slid at the back of the court, his right leg. Into the book. Free kick for Brazil, edge of the area. Guimarães has to put pressure, the corner kicks in. Got a chance maybe to put one on the money with this free kick. So Guimarães, is he going to be the man to take it? He has got company in the shape of Ryan. So we'll see who will deliver this one with 6 minutes of normal time left. It's one apiece here in Houston between Brazil and Japan. So Guimarães going this free kick along with Ryan. Guimarães hesitated. It will be Ryan's free kick, flicked over the bar, and it's a corner for Brazil. Ryan got really good whip on that one. So Guimarães just hesitated. Ball Japan. Ryan stepped up, and it was flicked. Shunnosuke Suzuki over the bar for Brazil. Course of Ryan now will be delivering. Falls into the box as he's taking the corner on the right hand side. And Brazil nab themselves a winner late on. Ryan's a really flat corner, flicked in the air for Casemiro. Head away from Maeda, and as far as Guimarães. Vinicius Junior goes in the box now. Tightly marked for Tomiyasu, cuts back Guimarães. Ball the outside of his right boot, but sails over everyone in the end. It'll be a goal kick for Japan. Still have a man down. It's Gabriel Martinelli. Just has his hand over his. I wouldn't say it's malicious. Just winning the head of it, just slightly caught Martinelli. On the left side of his face. Bit of a painful one there for Martinelli. Should be fine to continue. Both sets of fans in great voice. Life to this tournament. Martinelli back on his feet now. 4 minutes of normal time to go here in Houston. Heading towards extra time as things stand. So Shogo Taniguchi starts the goal kick off now. Suzuki long over halfway. Headed down from Tanaka. Now Japan play it down the right hand side for Maeda to get onto. Passes from Suzuki. Here's Machino. And now Sugawara in field. Now Sano out to Machino. Machino flat cross, company clear from Casemiro. Running onto it is Endrick. Header from Taniguchi only as far as Martinelli. Now it's Endrick trying to play Martinelli in behind, but good sweeper keeper work there from Suzuki. Just to pass it out for Brazil throw on the left hand side. Ryan takes. It is Danilo. Bit of a casual pass back to Marquinhos. Now Brazil. Inside left with Casemiro. Sweeps it to Santos. Back inside to Casemiro. Now Marquinhos, 35 yards from goal. Wide right is Ryan. Ryan forced to play it back here to Danilo. Halfway Marquinhos. Square to Gabriel.
Gabriel, 2.5
minutes left of this match. Of normal time. Brazil 1, Japan 1. Left footed. Gabriel to Marquinhos, just in front of the centre circle. Danilo, now Ryan. Cuts inside Suzuki. Surely there was a push from Suzuki. It was indeed. Two-handed push. Shinosuke Suzuki needs to be a bit careful as well, being on the yellow card. So free kick. Wide right for Brazil. 25 yards and goal. 2 minutes and normal time left. And Brazil turn this game on its head. More than 90. Cross comes in for Guimarães with the free kick. It's been punched away. On his far. As Martinelli, now Vinicius sets up the corner shot. It deflects wide. Corner for Brazil. Yeah, Vinicius just trying to G up the Brazil fans. They have Japan. Pin back here, Japan just hoping they can get through. So Bruno Guimarães now back on corner kicks. He goes short to Ryan. Now Ryan delivers towards the back stick. Japan head away. Martinelli from the D goes backwards. It's played out wide left to Vinicius. Vinicius cuts in, trying to wrong foot two players. Vinicius still has it. Vinicius now, he forced out the box, turns on the byline, still has two players around him. In the end, tackle comes in from Machino, but Vinicius Jr. gets it back. Pull the Celis out, and he's pushed the ground from Tanaka. So free kick for Brazil. 45 seconds left. Free kick played short for Guimarães. Vinicius whips in, but simple take there from Santai Suzuki. And now Japan look to counter. On the far side. Now Japan with Machino. That's a lovely ball to Sugawara. Now Brazil get everyone back here, but Japan on the front foot. Sugawara gets away from Santos. Sugawara's crossing, cleared away for Guimarães. And he's passed out Tanaka, so it's Japan's turn to finally be on the front foot, but Tanaka goes a bit safe and back in the centre circle. And now Hirohito. Here's Japan trying to get crossing with Suzuki. It's a real poor one with his left foot. Easy clearance for Guimarães. So we're into stoppage time. Extra time is looming. 6 minutes for Brazil and Japan to find a winning goal in normal time. It looks like Casemiro is sitting down there. I don't know if it's cramp or more concerning issue. Casemiro is getting talked to by the referee. And just a reminder, 6 minutes stoppage time. Brazil medical staff have been called on. It looks like Fabinho's going to have to come on air. I'm not sure if it's a pull muscle or cramp for Casemiro, but it's a huge blow for Brazil. Regardless, as Casemiro got the equaliser to keep their hopes alive, and he's been the heartbeat Brazil this second half. Absolutely superb, dragging them through at times. So, a little bit of a breather for Japan. It's been such an onslaught of Brazil pressure, so Casemiro's going to have to come off. He is on a yellow card as well. I'm sure it wouldn't matter if this looks to be either pulled muscle or cramp. So Casemiro is moving gingerly. This is concerning sight for Brazil. Don't know if it's possibly a tight groin maybe for Casemiro. Just where his hand was a moment ago. Real concern here for Brazil. Casemiro having to come off. That looks to be a muscle injury. It's on his groin area. So Fabinho, plenty of experience, but Casemiro is a hard one to replace. With an extra add-on time. Top of the six. And Fabinho now enters the stage here in Houston. Brazil will be praying that Casemiro will be fine. If Brazil do get through, that is. So Japan have a throw just in front halfway. Suzuki takes, and it is Taniguchi on the ball. Shoulder Taniguchi goes square to Tomiyasu on halfway. Dinks it towards the middle. Ueda turns, but heavy touch from Ueda. Take the ball with him, cleared away Brazil. Massive clearance on his fars. Ryan feeds Hendrick. Right side of the box. Hendrick looks to cut in. Hendrick gonna get a ball in. Hendrick tries to get the cross, well blocked. That was great work for Taniguchi. Corner on the right hand side. Bruno Guimaraes to take. Shogo Taniguchi didn't give Hendrick an inch there. We are midway into 6 minutes of stoppage time. There'll be a little bit of it on top because of Casemiro's injury. Just joining us, Fabinho came on for Casemiro. It's one apiece here. Sano for Japan in the first half. Casemiro leveling up on the second, meeting Gabriel's cross of all people. So Guimaraes, corner towards Fabinho. Fabinho wins the header, got well over the bar, so not the first touch we'd hope for Fabinho. Not a great corner for Bruno Guimaraes. He's been really good this tournament. Again, he's got 3 assists for Brazil, but corners haven't really been on point today. Goal kick for Zan Suzuki. Towards Ueda. Climbing header from Gabriel. Bounces in the centre. Pushing header from Taniguchi. Forwards and Tanaka. Good tackle there on Machino. 2 minutes of stoppage time remaining. Brazil 1, Japan 1. Here's Brazil with Marquinhos. Moved on to Fabinho. Square to his left to Douglas Santos. Back on halfway for Gabriel. Here's Marquinhos. Brazil know. And maybe have to steam everyone forwards because extra time. I've got the option of extra time, but surely they want to get this done in the 90. Short square from Gabriel. In a great shape though. It's now been all game. Here's Brazil. Ball with Santos. Marquinhos moves it. Combines with Gabriel in the centre. Moves to the right hand side. Where it's Hendrick. It's Ryan linking up here with Nilo. Cuts it back for Hendrick. Hendrick. Ball taken away from him from Al Tanaka. Then Tanaka loses it against Ryan. Square to Bruno Guimaraes. Inside the deep Guimaraes. Pass it. And it's a shot on the box and in. And Brazil the ball in from Martinelli. Oh, drama in Houston. Gabriel Martinelli, the hero. Sai Suzuki got a fingertip, but it came off the post. It's the back of the net. And Brazil are surely it's the round of 16 of the tournament. They left it late, but absolute ecstasy for the Seleção. Japan's resolve broke and they thought they were into extra time. Gabriel Martinelli would have been dreaming that moment on the bench. Tanaka lost the ball against Ryan. But Bruno Guimaraes, what a lovely eye-the-needle pass through, and now he's the top assister of this tournament as well, Bruno Guimaraes. But Martinelli stayed so cool with that finish. Suzuki, who's been pretty between the sticks for Japan, full stretch on a fingertip, but the placement was perfect from Martinelli to look towards the corner, got slight out of the post. But Martinelli steps up when it matters, and Brazil are on the road to the round of 16. Incredible end to this match. Mighty relief for the Seleção. The Japan players on their knees. There will still be a little bit of time left to have one last attack for Japan as Daisen Maeda. It's been tireless, he's coming off, it's a double substitution. Was it just actually just a single substitution for Japan? Wasn't what he made for the match, so looks like Brazil make one as well. Danilo Oliveira coming on for Brazil. Bruno Guimaraes coming on blue. He looks up to heavens. That pass was perfect to Gabriel Martinelli. Could we see them linking up Arsenal next season? Who knows? I'm sure Newcastle have something to say about that. Cunha just gives Guimaraes a big up. So Bruno Guimaraes now the top assister at the tournament. And Danilo Santos in this place. So can Brazil hold out? Because there will be time for one last Japan attack. It's now and ever for Japan. Tanaka lifts it out to the right hand side. Shinosuke Suzuki wants it, gets it towards the byline. It's hammered out of play from Ryan, then taking deflection. All of Brazil's substitute just punching on with nerves on the sideline. We're at 98 minutes, 2 over the allotted 6. Brazil getting the throw as well. So Danilo will take his time with it. Danilo throws it on the far side. Hendricks being wrestled now, turns and now running onto it. It's Martinelli. And it looks like Brazil have got a free kick. The referee blew his whistle for Martinelli. Got on to lose ball. You would have been through there, Martinelli. That'll do for Brazil. Free kick just behind halfway. Got to know the way how Tanaka lost the ball and Guimarães. The way the pass from the D was absolutely perfect. Martinelli finished home. Fingertip. Suzuki in the post. Tanaka knocks it on for Brazil's free kick. So have it back. Neo lifts it on the far side. Head away for Hiroki Ito. Now smash forward from Machino. Away on the chase. Is that a foul there? It was. And a free kick given against Japan. Nudge there for Ueda. Brazil almost there. Allison will just launch this free kick as far as possible. Japan manager Shige Miyasu unhappy that ordered the free kick. Allison stepping up to it. Make sure the ball's in the right place again. Just ticking down a few more seconds. Brazil almost there around the 60. Allison goes long towards Ryan, wins the flick on. It's back here with Suzuki. Is there one last chance for Japan? Zion Suzuki's got to hit this as far as possible. Suzuki, right foot in the middle, look for Ueda. Head away from Gabriel. Lifted for Tomiyasu. Flick on from Ogawa. But Danilo Santos gets to it first, clears it away towards Vinicius Jr. Heavy touch there for Tomiyasu, stepping in front of Vinicius Jr. Brazil just hammer it out. Fourth throw. Over 100 minutes on the clock in Houston. Brazil 2, Japan 1. Brazil begging for that final whistle. Throw for Japan just in front of the halfway line. This is the last chance Japan will have. Machino with the long throw. Head away by the Seleção. Hit forwards from Rogito. There goes the final whistle. As Gabriel Martinelli, the match winner, drops to his knees. Brazil will face Ivory Coast or Norway in the round of 16. They've beaten Japan by 2 goals to 1. Ancelotti's halftime team talk words. Japan were in the ascendancy at the break. Kaishu Sano with the goal. Danilo gave it away. Sano then just drove through the space in the Brazil midfield, finished just behind the D. It was a great finish, swept into the bottom corner. But what a turnaround for Brazil. Casemiro had to go off with an injury. Gabriel was inside left edge of the box, put in a perfect cross. And Casemiro at the back post, shortly after he had a header, blocked off the line for Tomiyasu. Well, his other header, a couple of minutes later, went into the roof of the net. And then Gabriel Martinelli set up by Bruno Guimarães. It was the perfect weight of short pass. And Martinelli finished into the bottom corner. Suzuki got a fingertip. It went in via the post. Heartbreak for Japan. Again, Tanaka in tears as he'll feel responsible after losing the ball, but his teammates, again, giving him plenty of love and comfort. But huge character show for Brazil. Carlo Ancelotti, again, he would have been the coolest man in the dressing room at halftime, that's for sure. He's been in these situations a ridiculous amount of times. That's why he's won what he's won. Can he add this tournament to his incredible CV? That's what we'll be dreaming of. But it's finished there in Houston. Brazil 2, Japan 1. Japan are given so much as competition, but it ends here. And Brazil advance to round of 16 to face Ivory Coast or Norway. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps, and more in-depth info on the match page.